Hello there, welcome back to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to see the difference between competency and emotional intelligence. In the previous lecture, we have discussed the importance of a leader being self-aware. So we have looked at self-awareness and the elements that make a person be self-aware. So we have said that self-awareness and emotional intelligence is very critical in leadership because they enables a leader to understand himself, manage his thoughts and also his behaviors, as well as understanding the thoughts and behaviors of the other team members. So in this lecture, we'll begin by defining competency and also emotional intelligence and see the difference between the two and how the two are also important in leadership. So we begin by saying that competency refers to the ability to perform tasks or duties effectively and efficiently, often based on knowledge, skills, and experience. So competency is typically associated with technical or functional expertise and encompasses the ability to perform specific job-related tasks or responsibility proficiently. So competency is measured often through objective criteria and the given performance indicators. So competency is basically measured by how an individual can perform a specific job-related task or a given responsibility. So you should have some skills and also expertise in a certain area. Then on the other hand, we have emotional intelligence. So what is emotional intelligence? So we say emotional intelligence, on the other hand, refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions, as well as emotions of the others. It involves skills such as empathy, self-awareness, emotional regulation, communication, and relationship management. So we say emotional intelligence is often associated with interpersonal and social skills, as well as the ability to navigate social situations effectively. So while competency focuses on technical aspects of a job or a task, emotional intelligence focuses on interpersonal and emotional aspects of interactions with others. So a competent leader may excel in their technical skills, but at the same time, they may lack the ability to effectively manage a relationship, communicate with empathy, or understand and regulate emotions. On the other hand, also, a leader with high emotional intelligence may excel in understanding and managing emotions, but may not necessarily possess the technical expertise required for a specific job or task, which makes therefore the two components very important for somebody to complete a task as well as manage others. So we say that both competency and emotional intelligence are important in leadership and can complement each other. A leader who is both competent and emotionally intelligent is able to effectively manage tasks and relationships, create a positive work environment, as well as inspire and motivate their team to achieve success. It is therefore important for leaders to develop a balance, both competency and emotional intelligence to be effective in their leadership roles. So that is the brief definition of competency as well as emotional intelligence. And for a successful leader, you should strike a balance between the two so that you can know how to accomplish a task using your competences, and as well as you should also develop emotional intelligence to be able to control the other members of the team. So what are some of the aspects of emotional intelligence, or what makes up emotional intelligence? So we say emotional intelligence comprises several key aspects or components that contribute to an individual's ability to understand, manage, and effectively use emotions. These aspects can vary depending on the model or framework used, but some of the common aspects of emotional intelligence include, so the first one is self-awareness. So self-awareness means recognizing and understanding one's own emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. It includes the ability to accurately identify and label one's emotions, understand their causes and triggers, and be aware of how emotions impact one's behavior, decisions, and interaction with others. So that is the first component of emotional intelligence. Then the second one, which is equally important, is self-regulation. So we say self-regulation, this aspect involves the ability to manage and regulate one's own emotions effectively. It includes skills such as emotional control, impulse control, stress management, and ability to manage and channel emotions in a constructive manner. Then the third one, which is equally very important, is empathy. So what is empathy? So people can say empathy is feeling sorry for someone, but that is not what the empathy is. Empathy exactly means sensing other people's emotions, mirroring one's feelings, imagining what someone is thinking, identifying how a person is feeling overwhelmed by others' tragedy, really listening to what others have to say, understanding another person is feeling, imagining how someone is feeling, and we can also say seeing things from another point of view. So empathy is very, very important in leadership. So we say this aspect involves the ability to understand and empathize with the emotions and perspective of others. It also includes being able to accurately perceive and understand others' emotions, showing compassion and understanding towards others' experiences, and being able to respond appropriately to others' emotions. So empathy is very wide, and a leader who develops this kind of a skill will be successful leader. So that is a brief description of what is empathy. Then the third component is being socio-aware, so socio-awareness. So what is socio-awareness? So socio-awareness is an aspect that involves being aware of emotions and social dynamics of a group or a community. It will include skills such as social perception, understanding social cues, and being attuned to the emotions and needs of others in social situations. So to develop this kind of a skill, you need to be aware of the emotions and social dynamics of a group or a community. Then the next one is relationship management. As a component of emotional intelligence, you should be able to manage relationships. So this aspect involves building and maintaining healthy relationship with others. It includes skills such as communication, conflict resolution, building trust, and fostering positive relationship based on mutual respect, empathy, and also effective communication. So as a leader, you should be able to manage relationships by looking at, by developing skills such as communication. You should also be able to effectively solve conflicts or conflict resolution. Build trust. Trust is very important in building relationships and also fostering a positive relation based on mutual respect. Then the next one is emotional expression. This aspect involves the ability to express emotion in a healthy and constructive manner. It includes skills such as being assertive, so assertiveness, expressing emotions in a way that is clear and respectful, and being able to communicate one's emotions effectively with the others. So once you express emotions in a clear and respectful way, and also being able to communicate one's emotion, then we say you have emotional expression. Then the next one is emotional regulation in others. So how can a leader regulate the emotions in others? So this aspect involves the ability to recognize and manage the emotions of others. It includes skills such as emotional support, providing comfort, and helping others manage their emotions in a healthy and a constructive way. So as a leader, you should be able to manage the emotions of others. So you should have skills such as emotional support, and you should be able to comfort and manage the emotions of others in a healthy and a constructive way. So we say you can do emotional regulation. Then as a leader also, you should be able to have what we call emotional decision making. So as a leader during your leadership activities, you should make decisions, and some of the decisions will be emotional decisions. So we say this aspect involves considering emotions such as fear in decision making, alongside relational and logical considerations. It includes the ability to understand how emotion can influence decision making, making informed decisions that take into account both emotional and relational factors, and managing emotions during the decision-making process. So as a leader, some of the decisions you make could be emotional decision-making. So you should understand as a leader that the emotions can influence decision-making. So therefore, once you are emotional, you should take time before making decisions, because if you make decisions and you are emotional, there are high chances that you make the wrong decisions. So as a leader, you should develop emotional decision-making skill. So these are some of the key aspects of emotional intelligence that are commonly recognized and studied. It is therefore important to note that emotional intelligence is complex and multifaceted, and these aspects are interconnected and interdependent. So developing these skills in various aspects can enhance an individual's emotional intelligence and contribute to their overall well-being, relationships, and also develop their leadership abilities. So those are the two very important aspects. That is a competency, which is the ability to perform tasks or duties effectively and efficiently, often based on knowledge, skills, and experience, as well as emotional intelligence, which is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions, as well as the emotions of the others. So see you in the next lecture.